be too late to alter course, mateys.
Hi everybody, Steve here from Rock Pirates RC. We've been getting a lot of emails lately from customers asking about the SCX10 Pro and the Kraken build, and came to the realization the other day that wow, we've never done a quick tips video for the Kraken Pro. So I thought tonight I'd just go ahead and take a little time to go through my Kraken Pro and talk about what we've done to it and the capabilities of this truck. And at the end of this video, we'll also put a little bit of footage in there of this truck doing some crawling and let you guys see for yourselves what this truck can do. So I'm just going to jump right into it. One of the coolest things about this build is its capability and ease of construction. All you have to do basically is get the SCX10, I don't know if you guys can see it here, the Axial SCX10 Pro. This is the builder's kit, and assemble this. And instead of using the rails that come with this kit, they are nice rails, but the Kraken rails give you a lot more capability in regards to adjustment and for tuning your truck. So these are the Rock Pirates Kraken rails. They come packaged just like this. Come with the Rock Pirates sticker. But basically, this is pretty much all you need. I mean, you take these rails, put it in the Pro kit, and you've got a comp truck right out of the gate, or just a very, very capable trail truck. So there are other options you can add to this truck. I'll cover some of those, and I'll show you what I've done to this truck, and let's dive into it. So on this build, I've chosen to go with the ProLine comp wagon body, and most of you guys are familiar with the comp wagon body now. It's basically the Power Wagon body, but with the 32 Ford style grill on it, and suicide doors, a little more rounded in the nose, but I still run the Power Wagon bodies as well. But these comp wagon bodies, they just work really nice, look great, and they fit the Rock Pirates RC Power Wagon sliders just perfectly. So let's go ahead and jump inside this rig. And I think you probably just saw that. On the back, people ask us all the time how we secure the back of our bodies when we run a comp wagon or a power wagon. And as you can see on the back of this truck, I just used a couple pieces of Velcro. And once you drop the body in there, it won't move. And up front, I'm using the Rock Pirates RC body post mounts. But you can also use the body post mounts that come with the 10 Pro kit, and they work very nicely as well. It's just the Rock Pirate ones are machined, and they're just add to the bling and just super clean. So they're obviously on our Rock Pirate builds. I'm just going to go to the front of the truck and sort of work my way back. So this is the new Rock Pirates bumper that front bumper we came out with. This is our comp bumper, and it's just super tight to the frame rails, as you can see, and just gives you great approach angle when you're coming up on rocks. Get your tires out in front of it. We're running the Reefs Raw 800 servo in this truck for steering. And the reason why we run this servo in most of our trucks is it's low profile and still has the speed and torque that we like. And so that works out really nice. We've got the Reefs 299 LP servo winch in this truck, and it works out really nice as well. And as you can see, it puts the spool dead center of the truck and allows the line, when you're rewinding back into back onto the spool to stay centered, so it doesn't you know, get bunched up and fall out of the spool. So that works out really, really nice. You know, it's a straight shot, as you can see. Also on this truck, we've got Axial brass on it on the front, and we ran this truck without the brass at first, and obviously now we have it on this truck, and that made a huge difference in the truck's ability for vertical climb. But other than that, there's not a lot, you know, of stuff on this truck. You can take that 10 Pro kit and just throw the Kraken rails on it and use the body post mounts that comes in the kit, and you've got a super capable, you know, hardline killing truck, comp truck. And but if you want to go ahead and, you know, run a Power Wagon body, Rock Parts, we do have these Power Wagon sliders. We also make these in a boat style, but on the Kraken chassis, you don't want to run the boat style. You want to run our standard Power Wagon sliders. Reason being, it gives you the right locating for the bottom of the Kraken Pro chassis. But all these holes line up perfectly. Rock Parts, we designed it so everything just bolts right up. And on this truck, we also have the Hardline bed, and this also bolts right up. Super simple. It doesn't even require any spacers. We use that hole there. That hole's in the chassis as well, so it goes right into the cross member that comes in your 10 Pro kit. Right there and right there. And then on the back, at the rear part of the cross member, you can see that screw right there, and another one right there. And we drilled the holes for that. You know, mount this side up first. You know, this side, and this side, get those screws in first, and then just look through the slots that we provide in the Hardline bed and just drill the holes and run the screws right into the plastic. Super clean and super sturdy construction. You do want to put the Hardline bed, these side panels, on the outside of the shock towers, and you still got the room to, you know, make your adjustments here and put the shocks where you want them. On our builds, we like the back of the truck to stand up a little bit more than the front when you set your truck up. So when you go vertical climb, you don't want the rear of the truck to collapse under it when you're going vertical. So that's why you see we're mounted, you know, 3 holes back on the top row on this particular truck, instead of going all the way forward. And then in the front, we usually run full droop, and that's why you see this shock mounted all the way back to the top at the last hole, and that allows the axle to come up tight up underneath the bottom of the chassis. So on this truck, you can see with the setup we have, I've got, you know, this thing's fully collapsed. There's the servo, there's the servo horn, and there's the pumpkin. Everything is just super low. I can collapse, you know, really bring the front of this truck down, and then that also helps for, you know, for it doesn't unload too much when you get vertical. One more thing I should point out to you guys on this build is, because I'm running full droop, and I mean, you can see everything just comes down and hits at the same time right here. It's hard to show you guys, but what I had to do on this build is, on the inside of the stock panhard mount, you can see right there where it's shiny. I can get the camera to focus right there. When the servo turns full to the driver's side, there we go. I needed the clearance right there for the servo horn. I'm running the Vanquish servo horn, and I needed the clearance right there, so I got my Dremel tool out and dremeled that out so this truck can go full lock to the driver's side as well as the passenger side. All right. Running the Hobbywing Fusion Pro, as you can see. And it's just a super clean setup. But the one thing I really wanted to point out on this, guys, is you can get a super capable truck just by putting this kit together, adding the Kraken rails. You don't have to do all the extra, Rock Pirate stuff we've added to this truck. It's a pretty inexpensive build. You just add the Kraken rails and you're basically ready to go. If you want to run a comp wagon or a power wagon body, then go with our sliders, go with the bed. If you want to run a spare tire or just stiffen the chassis in the back, you can put our X mount in there and that'll bolt right up. The holes will line up. If you want to add cross members in here, of course those are available. I don't even have them on this truck, but if you just want to stiffen up the chassis some more or add some more bling to it, we got the Rock Pirates 4-pack cross members. They'll fit right in there perfectly as well. And the Rock Pirates comp bumper also is available in black, so you have that option as well. This is black powder coated. And I'm just throwing stuff out there. Got the Rock Pirates roof rack. You can put that on top of your truck. And then, of course, our rails also come in a Kraken graphic. If you haven't seen those yet, go to our website. You're gonna love those. They just came out so rad. And then also our beds, they come in different colors as well. This is the purple. And as you can see, this purple just explodes. It's one of the coolest colors in the Rock Pirates line. And you can get the Kraken chassis in this too with the graphic. So I hope that points out or helps you guys out and provides some useful information if you decide to go ahead and move forward with the Kraken Pro build. And that's about it, guys. Appreciate you. We'll see you out on the trail.